Alright students, hello, it's your instructor John Mandela with another screencast. This one is a follow-up part 2 of these soda can videos. And so I've already got my symbols created. Label 1 is the one I copied and pasted straight from Illustrator. Label 2 is the one that I went through Photoshop. It's kind of a side route to end up back in Illustrator. That route flattened and rasterized everything just for ease of use, and the pop top symbol is already placed in the template file that I gave you. So now it's the actual fun part, the 3D. Click on this first one, add label design and pop top, but no lighting and shading. So I'm going to go to Effect, 3D, Revolve. And in here, the first thing I'm going to do is go all the way down to the bottom where it says Surface, and I'm going to change this to no shading. This will help with two things. It'll help render it faster, and it'll also help with keeping the sharpness high on the symbols that we're going to place. So I'm going to click preview just so I can see what I'm working with here, and maybe I want a can that looks something like that angle right there, and I can adjust the perspective. I'll try just 100, see what that looks like. And I know it's flat, so we can already see it's kind of Superman style, like it's puffing its chest out at us. I'll rotate it just a little bit more. Like that we'll go with. And then I'm going to map art, and I can see the red over here and the shape here shows me what surface I'm on. I'm going to go to surface 2, this top of the can, and the symbol here, I'm going to go down to pop top. Remember, that's the one, again, the symbol that I already included in the template, and very important, I'm going to click scale to fit. Now I'm going to the next surface, surface 3, which is the entire side of the can. The symbol I'm going to go with, and it doesn't matter at this point, I have both of them in here. You can use whichever one works fastest and best for you. So for some of you that may be the one that you just copied and pasted in Illustrator, others of you, especially if you have more complex design with a lot of pieces, if you went through Photoshop, you might want to use this one. But I'm just going to use this one. It's fine with me. And it's going to render the artwork. Alright, so it's rendered it. I'll hit scale to fit, just like I did with the pop top. It's going to render again, and I should notice it on my can right here, and that's good. And I don't have to worry about surface 4, it's just the bottom of the can, so I'll click OK. And I can, now that I can see how this is looking on the can, I'm just going to turn this a little bit. I can see kind of ways of looking, so those white kind of sound waves I had coming from the logo. It's also a point where I can look and say, wow, you know, maybe those aren't working, or maybe this needs to be smaller, or whatever. In this case, I'm just going to leave it. From a design reason, I probably would either eliminate them entirely or make them a lot smaller. But anyway, I tipped it just a little bit so I can see the top of the can. And there we go. So I like the way this looks right now, so I'll hit OK. Now also, very important, before I hit OK, I would write down this number, this number, this number, and the perspective on a piece of paper, just in that order, -58, -54, 30, and 100, or whatever numbers you are using based on the angle and dimensionality you want to give your can. So I'll hit OK. And now what I can do is I can go to this one, and oh, before I do that, if I want to change this at all, I'm like, I don't like that angle, I will go to my appearance panel, so window appearance, get here, and I'm going to click on this. It's take me right back in here, and I could preview it and adjust it and things like that. I don't want to go, once I've done it, I don't want to go through and effect 3D revolve, because then I'll try to add another instance of that effect, and it'll not only be incorrect, but it'll also take a long time to process. So now I've got that. I'm going to click on this, effect, apply the revolve, because it's the same one that I just did for this. And after a little bit of processing, I can see there it is, but now I need to go in here, so I'll turn my appearance panel, click in there, and I'm going to go to map art. I'm on surface 2, and I'm going to set this to none. I'll go to surface 3 and also set this to none. Okay. And for surface shading, this time I want plastic shading, and I'll click more options to give myself all the available options there with my lighting. And I might want to move this over so I can see what it looks like in the can. I can preview this. I would just on my lighting and then hit OK on that.